Koi have
One map away now.
But yeah, I think that Koi have shown that they can definitely battle on this map. It's whether they can close.
And Koi bring out
Series, they have 2 chances to do so.
the Gambit wall.
Well,
with
it's
the
not
pistol.
gone well to start this off. Star Duelist down and
That's
out
a
and
lot of
trapped in the
util to
corner,
fight
flashed
this.
up. Shadow
Oh
didn't
my.
last long either. Rubinho falling back, picking them off as he does.
Dude,
He's making it doable.
not again.
Already
It's
taken
the
3.
same pistol
He's
on
on
repeat.
100 HP still with Wu Lo,
The same pistol
and
on
he's got it
repeat.
as well. That's 4
It was like a 2v4
kills
again, and he just kills 3
Rubinho.
people.
And Boo
Wait,
left
it was
to
actually the
clutch
same,
this
right?
out.
2v5 and then he kills 3.
Last map there was
I
a
mean,
pistol
this
for
thing got
Heretics.
4 though.
5v3, it felt good and it fell apart. Now, this is a little bit more ridiculous. All
Still
at the hands of
doable.
one man. It could be an ace to kick off the map.
Whoa,
It looks
where
like
are
it
the
will be.
where are my bullets
Rubinho
at?
take
Bit of an awkward spot for Heretics. They're not going to have anything in this round.
The only thing that'll haunt Grabinho is that last
don't
kill,
use,
that's where it pops up base. That's
You
the
don't
one
use
you
the
want to
Gambit
clip.
wall
And,
as default, do they?
might
Just
show you before on
eco
socials.
and
Going in his monster
pistol.
mode.
Just cuts to a screenshot of it saying ace. Yeah, I got the last guy too. You see that? There's the headshot.
No, you just edit
Freeze
out
frame.
the first like 10 bullets and then just show.
Still see he's only got a few left in the mag when he.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, you got to do some detective work.
He was
then.
like breaking some util.
Heretics
Yeah,
saving
that's what it
jobs out
was.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
that's
was actually
actually.
behind. Blue.
Let's see
He just didn't
respect.
see it. He wanted to make sure
Lots of
nothing
util
went
still
wrong.
online there. Well, they're on their way through to
Just
A
give them
and
back.
already found a lot of space. For Heretics, obviously they're tucked in corners. They got weaker weapons to
Yeah,
work
they're allowed
with.
to def.
Hoping a flank gets them some value. I don't think they were going to get anything
We
in
just got
Lamps or
util dumped.
U-Haul.
3-person push
people call it.
behind. Grabinho
But,
should get
no, and
wrecked,
look, good
but
clearance. The problem is that flank. Sure, it's spotted.
Probably just gonna
One
kill everyone and get his
element
ult, right?
Of it is one leg
Sounds-
is swept out from under
Okay,
them. and
chat, he's on for the
Rubinho
kill
finds the
record.
other. Beautiful
keep
stuff.
up this pace.
Hell of a
Constantly
relative
walk here. You
ease,
can walk
close
around
out
all of these.
elbow
So
if you want to,
kind of
depending
force
on the
someone to
strategy.
play this area. You split this up into
Means that
2, so in
potentially
theory the
Heretics
sides
have
can't
to play a
fight
little bit
together.
off kilter to what
Right,
they've
this guy
normally
can't
been
fight
doing.
with this guy because they're isolated. Kind of the theory.
Oh, straight into the site. Rien's doing well. That's 2
Looking
for
crispy
him.
on this one.
Activated and shutting down the aggression, dropping Spike in the open. A bonus round that had a lot of good facets to it for Koi, but Grabinho stripped of shields and down to half HP, and he's got one through the wall.
Yeah, dude, Raid Boss
He's
is still
taking
here.
down Rien's. There is
Gonna
a
be
chance.
saving his ult for
And
next
with the
round unless
shots
he gets
this
a kill
man has
here.
been hitting, I don't want to count them out just yet, but the real problem is getting to that spike. They don't have anything really to help them get out. Grabinho's out of smokes. Shados doesn't have any util past the wall that's on the other side of the map. I don't know how they're going to approach this.
Even just the time starting to tick down as well. It
Playoffs
basically comes down to mistakes.
for
Over
Pacific
peaks,
Friday.
risks
the
taken. and
EMEA.
you can see the spots that Heretics
Okay.
are in. The second
30
any
seconds
contact is made, first kill, immediate swing,
America's
and it all just
next
becomes far
Saturday.
too easy. A really
Right.
well-controlled round from the side of Heretics.
On the round
okay,
starting.
sorry.
I'll check in between this
Yeah,
and the next.
big round.
Irrespective,
That
it's
was the other thing. I
Force
didn't wanna
these
do
two
it, but
down
I
to
knew
an
I could go
eco.
quadruple,
You'd
and
have
I'm like,
3 okay guns behind it, but it would be a low buy.
No, I don't. I think you're speaking Spanish, Tom. Good attempt though. A 2-1. It's been an okay start for Koi. Last round stalled out. Now a much more direct
Yeah,
approach.
there's the
Everybody
ult,
coming
and this
in
guy's stuck
from
out in the open.
long.
Any
It's a
spammers?
nasty fight that Benji
Any
comes out ahead
spammers?
in,
No
and
way,
everyone else
guys.
is
Gotta
trapped
be
behind this
spamming
wall,
that.
trapped behind the
Can't be-
utility.
I can't see
Orbital
an
Strike
ult
was
here
used
with
as
no
well
one
to slow
spamming
this
left
play,
side.
and, well, Koi, they're not able to do so. Heretics,
Maybe there's some
again, have
util
full
that I missed
control.
over towards
Again,
garden,
have
but I don't
Spike
think
drop
so.
through the choke point, and the wall even to
It's
protect
the
it.
same. It's basically
Yeah, they
the
messed
same
up a
as
little bit.
last round. Yeah, the orbital strike was used to kill off anybody that sat in the middle of the site.
I know
in the
they're
tube,
walled off, but
there
it
was
should
nobody
be
there.
just
So they're just able to
ping,
move out of
spam.
the way. Everybody fell back, and then Benji managed to hold the ground and kill off Camo. So
Oh
to
boy.
make things pretty awkward. This is going to have to be one hell of a disappearing
Honestly.
act. And hey, he's got the
He's out of
movement to
there.
boot, although he's going to try and go back. At this point, there's not really any wrong answers to the question of how do we win this round, because the
30
answer is
seconds left.
you don't.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's more so there's every answer is equally as incorrect because you're not getting this one across the line. With 20 seconds left, I think they know that. Question is if they can carry these
AWOL?
weapons
Yeah, I spoke
through.
about it a little bit earlier.
Rubinho 28 HP
So
and
this is
tucked into the corner.
Gambit. This is the
Gonna have to
Gambit
hope, though, this
AWOL. They used to
utility
only
makes
do it
its way
on
towards him,
eco
and
rounds,
the spams don't
and they would
come in.
always just
Benji's
sneak
caught him.
into here and
Now
pinch
they've
right
lost
to the
that
back of
rifle, so
site.
no
It's
chance of
really
winning
good
the round.
for
Almost the
isolating
same for Shados. He might
showers
wanna
and
get out of
sight
here.
off, so you
The
can
TP
kind of
to
take
save the
showers
day
a little
book.
bit easier.
The position on
You
the
have
other side of
constant
the
pressure
map,
that you can
even if
walk
he
to back of
TP,
site like this.
Woot.
Eco on defense, they would have a smoke here,
For now,
and they would
gonna be
just
a
push through the
massive
smoke.
investment
Kill
here,
showers.
although, well, an aggressive start to the round from Minibu has been punished, although this double up quickly puts
Gambit
it
good?
back in
Yeah,
their
very
favor.
good. Played a lot.
2 headshots to equalize it up. This is a rifle there, I believe, to be retrieved. It will be taken. Spike is back under their control as well. Orb found, a little bit of extra value. But, I mean, going back towards the B side.
Teams were obviously not as
Based on
good
what
back
we've
then.
seen,
Like
it's not
majority
the
of
play.
teams would
Haven't been
beat
able to
them
find
now,
any ground
but
there, but
the
unbeknownst
time,
to Koi,
pretty
there's
good.
still that heavy stack on A. Again, find it hard to see the correct answer for them. With a minute left on the clock, they're towards the spawn, and tells me they're going here so they can make a quicker rotation. Now that they're out of range of a lot of the sound cues. Go for the sprint. Make it towards B long. Take those fights, and they'll find it for free. They'll waltz right into the site. The only problem is that, again, Benji is the
Might
one
be able to get a
waiting
plant
for
here,
them
because
with
you would
40
imagine that
seconds left. They're not
Benji's
gonna have
playing
time
to
reset and push
hold
again.
a little
They've gotta
bit,
get
but
it
just
right the first
mostly
time.
play his life and stay alive here.
Rubinho, the rifle. They've given it to
30
Shados.
seconds left.
In the last map, I guess that was the right decision for the most part, but
Never seen team default this wall? Yeah, same.
see,
Normally
all
it's for
really
the set
Benji
rounds.
needs to do is just hold on to this corner. Like, obviously fighting and doing some damage would be nice, but just make sure they don't lose too much control. Snakebite is going to cause a...
Oh, almost.
No, actually, it doesn't change anything on the plan. I thought it might make things a little bit more awkward, but
Do they want to use
it's actually
fish ult?
fine.
Who knows?
And now into the post-plant scenario, again, you're looking at Shados. What can he do with this gun?
Okay. I feel like he almost just hit his keyboard there. What a shot.
That is ridiculous, isn't it?
Echolocation.
That is just so
There is
ridiculous.
Daredevil. Rubinho.
Vision
looked
block,
in, spray
insta
this one
stick
for
as
the
well.
Sheriff. He's dove out and almost found a shot,
Well,
but nothing.
made
Landed
that
for the
look
side of Koi.
easy.
This is the round we
If you're
expected
Koi
to
though,
see.
you're a little bit happy you got
Albeit
the
a bit
fish ult
dragged
out of him, I
Team
guess.
Heretics get their
This, within the first 5-6 rounds,
Definitely
is
not
better than
deterred.
having an
Just
ult
how
into this
aggressive
round.
they're being. It's the deadly duo of him and Wu. Interesting blast pack. Doesn't really...
He's gone over the bullets.
Yeah,
though.
he's dodging them in a different way to what we're used to. But I like the fact that they're putting that sort of early smoke in and then just trying to play through it using the haunt. It just creates a full sense of security, maybe even sells the idea that they're going for an orb, and instead it's a play to try and get them an early kill. In terms of the orbs, okay, Minibu is a couple away, Woot's one away as well, and there's a lot of ultimates on the Koi side that are close, but none of them are available for this round.
Yeah, that's the problem. They're not going to have anything to back them up. Now, Viper's Pit used on B blind as well. A lot of control, but it's not
That
going to be
keeps the
solo
free
help.
person
We can
stack
see
here,
the answer's
especially
still
as
there.
the
Now they get information, at least one player outside of
Prowler
A. At what
hits.
point does the rotation come in from Heretics? At what point do they look to
What,
stack up this A
what
side?
fade eyes
Obviously,
he
the
got when they
TP
run
is a
onto
big
site?
concern. The
I
Koi can
wanna
always
know.
take it, but unlikely to with the Viper's
Woot's
Pit on
gonna
the
shoot
other
this
side.
flash from
Ult
Minibu.
activated, flash through. Dizzy's good, but it hasn't caught Minibu in time. Woot!
Or just do
resets
that,
after the
yeah,
blind
just
for
went
a
into the
double.
smoke,
And
dodged it for a
Wu's there to
little
back
bit.
up that
So, they got anti-fish position,
Just
right?
took a look there, Tom.
Higher, lower.
Rubinho still double what everyone else together makes.
Nice.
It's been
Not
tough.
for them.
No, it's very much
Yeah,
not
look at
nice for
it.
them.
I just don't
It's been
think
a
the
lot of
wall is
rounds
great
here
in
where they're not getting a
rounds.
whole lot done. Brienne's back into the teleporter. Get a little safe haven. 20 HP on Camo as he blasts his way through to the site to meet with this push coming out of back. Shadow's caught.
What is
He's the
going
first
on?
to fall. The wraparound spotted and taken down. It's a gorgeous
I
round.
didn't really
In
like
fact,
the call from Koi.
It
It didn't feel like they, first of all, it felt like the wall's not helping them.
From the grave.
Second of all,
Starzo's nade. Fair play.
See, we
Hope you're enjoying the
normally-
Crocs.
We normally mute those ones. We don't. Normally there's a yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I'm so
he-
sorry. There's a
Am I allowed to
round
say that?
happening.
he really went for it. Dude, that's not an ult kill.
Oh wow, just the happiness and
Yeah,
then
they changed the wall up, and they have to get up
frustration.
over towards short now.
I'm saving that one as a notification. All right. Well, Koi have done very well. They do have pistols. I've really been thrown off my game there. My goodness. They've got themselves the site control, the ability to plant now, and well, the showstopper stalled out by a flash, but it's going to have an opportunity, and
yeah, he'll take it.
A little bit too well, in fact. A lot of damage done. Boo steps up to take down one, but he's on 2 HP. Benji Fishy's close.
Lineups going in, even though Shados knows that there's a player there. I guess he's got Grabinho to
we got
defend him, and now Boo looking for a 2 HP
lot
clutch.
of. Oops.
Oh, no. Never mind. That's why
replay what he said.
So
Alright, this wall wasn't helping them at all, so now they changed to a different wall, and the full process of this wall is it does the same in theory as the wall and the smoke does together of blocking vision over towards short. Yeah, that was nice though with the molly. Molly goes deep.
To catch them running out. If there was any more than one player there, that could have been a beautiful
molly through
clip.
TP.
Still,
oh, that's
opening
sick.
Duel, that's good enough.
That's the thing. I feel
molly
like
through TP and then ult on top.
To Boo, even though I'm purely guessing, but I
yeah,
feel
then
like
a lot of util close. And you've already kind of conditioned them to be scared of this because that was something that they did on pistol, right? A lot of util here, they just backed it up with a molly and an ult. Dude, that was really cool.
Like we've seen it multiple different times now of how they've shut down that control. And
they show that in this game. Yeah. Why have they done that one? I'm not sure we've seen that from them as well.
And they have just a stack ready on the other side of the
I feel
map.
like you'd be saving that one. But
you're not going to risk it. You've gone back the other way.
These B hits haven't worked at the best of times. Camo gets one and falls. We've seen this story before. And look, it's Benji holding down that side control. Now, if you're a Koi fan, you definitely don't like the ending to this one, unless Grabinho's got another big play with 10 seconds to plant the spike.
Very nicely done from Benji Fishy. Good nice box.
In the past, but again, this is more of a ruse. They haven't thrown in Mini Boo early to try and fight this one. And Grabinho's, I guess, has just taken a bit of damage through the smoke. He just got tagged up. I'm guessing Benji's just taken the old peek. Wow. That can happen too.
Yeah, this guy's farming them.
Oh, that could be a
got another ult. It's a big round. They don't want to have to eco. I'm surprised. Well, they just about had money. I think there was a drop involved. 4v5. Heretics go proactive. 3 people. Oh man, this would be the Brim ult as well. How on top of it, a wall and a half. Look at this timing. Now what? They're gonna double.
They might think that that's the most aggressive that they've gotten
so
far.
Oh my god, Mini Boo didn't see him.
Oh my,
that's insane, bro. It was like 5 opportunities that I thought they were gonna see each other.
Just gonna send them back, and I thought the wall would cover the retreat, but not quite this time.
Oh boy, dude! Every time I watch this Koi wall, it just works against them.
Could have fallen to just some good positioning, but in the end, I feel like they've fallen more so to their own mistakes. Starzo is the one taking contact. They want to try and hold on to that pin. He's going to try and run through. Forced out position, but it's left to Shados. The man you'd want in these sort of circumstances. First kill comes easy, and the second the same.
Nicely done in the
It's a lot of unknown space, and they were unlucky enough that Heretics had pushed up.
Why am I standing? Because I bought a cable to enable me to stand, and I sit down too much.
Look at his orb, his snake.
You stream like
there's no following up. I mean,
12 hours a day or whatever we're doing out here. Probably shouldn't be sitting for 12 hours.
Used, and that has caught the pinch completely. TP'd up players.
Treadmill? Yeah, we got one.
On his own.
That's the next stage.
About as good of an opening as you can possibly imagine.
This old guy moving.
And a 5v2 now. There have to be a number of mistakes for this to go the other way.
Walk into the firing squad. A great round from Koi. Patient. Waiting for players to rotate. And while Woot is going to have to pull off a hero play once again, but they're sticking together. They're making sure that there's no easy fight.
They're actually putting up pretty good.
They're making each of these competitive. And well, I don't think Heretics expected to run into 5 players.
Yeah, they got a little bit lucky. There was 5 of them.
It's an unusual.
Maybe they could have comboed a little bit. Like Fade should probably be there with a Fade eye.
Sentinel for control. If you had a Cypher here, maybe it makes sense because your back's covered. But a big gamble from that attacking side and a big reward.
Yeah, Heretics are playing pretty loose. Which surprising. That's why that round over towards Showers was so surprising. I wonder if they'd shown that before.
Last time they did this was last round, and the player came up into hookah and walked right into them. So
they are playing very, very loose.
The same thing will happen this time.
See, Benji's now waiting in case there's a TP. The other 2 players can commit more directly in towards the site. Whoops. Gonna be the one under pressure. Okay.
That's what they needed with the Brim ult.
And now it is up to Benji.
Yeah, and this guy hears the Brim pushing, so they know where one is. All about Benji.
For the play. First kill goes his way. He'll be able to
deny
the plant.
Oh my god, there's a spike going.
Anything else is going to be difficult. Another one comes up, goes for a little more. He does bring Starzo low. And now Boo, if he could catch a timing, he could at least turn this into a 1v2 scenario. The player coming in from behind, though, could be a bigger
they know where
issue
he is.
While not connecting
That's
those first
issue
shots. Look at this. He's stuck in a triangle.
And he doesn't know about one of them. That's the problem, right? The other two you guess, but Grabinho.
Dude, 6?
A blind
6 considering how bad it was. I actually think Koi could have got way more as well.
So at least a good
the wall cost him a couple of rounds.
Smoke's already gone. No smoke.
They messed up a couple of ult rounds.
Still to work with as well. I mean, I don't know how he gets out of this one. Definitely not going to save, considering it's the last round. But he has to find these players, and they are nowhere to be found. The patience of Koi on full display. Nade to deny, not even
This
needed.
is unreal. What did Grabinho end on, dude?
To win the clutch.
Yeah, it's a scenario again. It looks like the initial start.
Shadow with a normal crosshair. Yeah, he got rid of the other one. He tried to explain it on stream, but
I felt like the round was going to fall apart, but it is just those clutch players, those late round players for the side of Heretics that have turned this back around.
Let's go!
A multi-frag, which gives them the advantage, brings them home the pistol, even a thumbs up from Weber.
Yeah, thumbs up.
He's ecstatic.
Big praise.
And Andaluthia flawless for round number 2 for Heretics. And now this is where they could start to run away with things.
It is their attack side, like we heard. You know,
a
lot of the results sounded good, but it's in particular, and I think it was one of the older ones.
Oh, that's how he gets that second kill?
They already had I think it was a 6-round half? A 7-1 scoreline on their attack. Like, you do that to Foot on this map, I'm feeling pretty good about your chances. That's a team that can come out swinging, that can disrupt your plans just by getting in your face. For Koi, they're going to need a lot to get this across the line. Now that Heretics have the lead, there's still another map, Haven. So it's not like the alarm bells
I like this
will be
from Koi.
just yet.
Koi been doing alright with their trying to get ults online early. Like the actual just plans based around ults.
That could be a problem. They go back in. Heretics want to fight for that control.
Where did the official go though? Did I really just praise them and the official lose it over towards here on their own?
It is completely wasted, if anything.
There's no way I get an insta-curse like that. That is such a bad official. That was terrible. There's no way, dude.
Well, it would have been very beneficial to have that now.
Again, sometimes you get that a little bit too greedy, send it in too far. I like that. Whoop bypasses the utility that was searching for him.
Oh, that's what we've seen the whole game.
Damage is done. The pick has been found. The spray here from Rihan's, it is wild, it is blind, and not finding a whole lot.
Yeah, Wingman got half.
Already. Molly denies any further from the Wingman. Mini Boo up top manages the kills.
Wow,
and it's
then
enough
was the plan behind that? Dude, they really went over towards long to get an orb.
If it wasn't
6 in the lead, Heretics 4 away from taking us to a map 3. And as said, like to break the combination would have been impressive. This is a map that, although Koi have had
bit personal, but if you could choose with bias, would you choose between streaming VCT right now or the day on Liquid as coach? Nah, man, coaching is stressful, bro. This is chill. You would choose this.
Do have the majority of their players on the right side of the map.
Way too stressful. I love streaming, bro. Straight up. I miss a good amount of aspects from coaching, but
starved of information and no advanced control. Nobody pushed up. Sometimes you have Bath. I mean, all they really have here is Hookah, a pixel angle being held by Grabinho. This is a fine round for it. You go pushing up on Bath in a round like this, you're only asking for trouble to give away the one advantage that you actually have.
Do I yell during timeouts? Not really.
Seeing Koi stacked up on B. You're playing it blind.
Oh, yelling like VOD reviews and practice it. That's about it.
The smoker still on this side
during the game, you don't really want to get.
And a good reason to stick where you
are. There's certain people that
that
stuff will work well with, and there's certain people where that stuff won't work well with.
I'm not sure what role Boo will play in this.
Know your audience.
Cleaning up kills or playing for the flank, but he has.
I was mean, bro. I flamed my team every single day. Every hour, every day.
This retake should be relatively easy. I mean, okay.
He only has a stinger.
Yeah, they're eco. They've only got weak weapons. Let's just go jumping through close angle corners to take them down. Whatever. Yeah, sure, go for it.
Stinger, you know. He wants the orb. Got to farm it up.
That was a ranked play if ever I've seen. Jumping in and still full spraying, by the way.
Yeah.
Not waiting to land. No. I respect it. Well, Koi definitely will after that.
It looks like another one for Grabinho. Still fragging, but
doesn't really matter about the damage. They got so much money.
Starzo's going to be waiting. That should be the kill onto Wu. No, never mind. It's the bait and switch. Or Grabinho will make the decision in the end to go down. Retrieved a gun at the last second, but wasn't able to hold on to it. A little bit of extra damage, but ultimately nothing much to write home about.
Absolute lunatic.
With the amount of finances currently already building for the side of Heretic, a lot of things that have been missing a bit more on this map than the rest. An immediate thrash, and in fact, that's going to be the entirety of the A site already gone. A straight up retake being played, an immediate pinch. In fact, they've already taken full showers control.
Yeah, and this dual at spawn is everything. Dude, Starkzo's gotta think they're there. Look at the map control. You gotta imagine someone's there. But I get why he does it because they didn't push it reactively last time.
One side or the other, anything here would be nice, but actually he's worked as a distraction. The rest of the team have taken the site, and they now have an advantage.
Oh, that's awkward as well.
Dude, Wingman got it half there.
Already having the molly land disables that diffuse. Gotten it half though. The pressure now on time-wise, and only one man standing.
And they were
with low
calm
HP.
on this. They didn't rush
time.
to try and get
It's
the defuse on anything. I think the
play,
Starks have messed up a little bit, but
board.
shout out to
Close to half
Grabinho once again. Raid boss. Chat. 22 to 10, by the way.
I'm looking back at a lot of these replays, and his fights don't seem to be him in a corner catching players looking the other way. They are duels. They are people looking to take him
and this
down.
was
and
insanely impressive. He did the molly, he made sure they couldn't get space, and then they messed up their timing, so they missed the tether as well. Oh my god, this was an unbelievable run for Koi. They just annihilated him. I think they knew this was coming.
5 versus 3 now for Team Heretics, and
pretty sure they knew this one was coming.
Very good play to one that he's going to want to forget very quickly.
Yeah, they were so ready for this.
Round being lost to a blast pack. Grabinho
I mean,
on the other side,
that brim molly was everything.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to want to forget about that one as quickly as possible. Still, 3 players standing. The A site again left open, but it seems like this is more of a plan now from Koi. Okay, we play better together when we can go for those retakes rather than trying
Heretics
to challenge things
trying as hard because they're in playoffs. I mean, for sure, they're playing very loose right now.
More of a ruse, even intentionally getting caught by that knife.
Wait, DLV really?
Meantime, the rest of the team are looking to try and clear out whatever they can.
Be there forever.
Before going for the plant. The thing is, I think Shados is getting very suspicious at this point. And while the Viper's pit, he's actually fired that on immediately, expecting it to be a far more standard plant. It is not that at all.
Okay, number 1 pet peeve. You have a pit down. Players pushing out of the pit, especially Vipers, to take the fights. I saw Koi do it earlier as well. I think there was some utility for like the push Starzo out, but it was still a choice, left or right. He went right. I like what Riance is doing though, staying up close. Yeah, the reveal, but
surprised he didn't get spammed from this.
Oh, he's in danger, and they have to give up the control. Okay, so these players break through the pit, but getting onto the spike will be difficult. Edgy Fishy in the corner, he has to survive. Has
doable,
to
so doable.
Oh, good damage, and these players are being decayed. The classic comes out, right clicks will be enough. They're trying to take him.
The Viper in this position is so man. Dude, I'm gonna miss that stuff, bro.
Well, you gotta feel bad for Shados. I mean, he's popped his pit, but you can't expect the same level of impact out of him. I mean, it's a tough act to follow.
What the?
Benji's even picking up a kill on the other side. That sends them out! Outside the pit. Now, they didn't have information.
Double push showers, double push
maybe Viper. But they gambled, and it didn't work out. Well, kind of. They trade out, but the pit being on A, players stacked on that side of the map, and the numbers advantage for Team Heretics. Map is the same size.
What's happened to the Koi roster? We're not sure. The only thing that's been announced for sure is Barbar. He's been the coach, said that he's gone.
He's been their best player. If he can get a kill and fall back,
pretty much announced that
during
split 2, like right at the beginning. Retiring? We don't really know. He just said done with Koi, I think. So he might find another team.
So it buys an extra few seconds, but the rest of the team is still very slow to make their move. Maybe still a little bit doubtful.
Looks stressful though when you watch his POV. Don't know if he can handle another year. He might take some time off.
Will be the giveaway. And now, well, Shados is only just making his way onto the scene.
Starzo 2 from up top, but it's Shados who has the impact. Evening the numbers, not the HP
though. One smoke, kind of want to do it on the spike.
Nice off angle, great kill. Nade through as well, could force Rian's forward. In fact, Grubinho was
Dude,
first in
nice
the fight.
round.
And with Shados around the side, they've managed to make it work. A textbook retake coming out of Koi. Now 11
They really
to 8,
needed
the
that.
gap
Look
down
at all
to
the
3.
money.
God,
This would have been the end of it.
Advantages at this stage are almost
a lot of options for the defensive side. And I expect Heretics to play slower, cleaving the control out of their opponent's hands, especially when you have this showstopper. This isn't the time, when the defenders have the showstopper, it isn't the time to group up and go running in.
Yeah, especially when they have the ultimates of their own. Initial horn
They die though.
to try and clear some
Secured that this is clear over towards long. Boombot, in case someone tries to take a timing.
It does seem like they're trying to sell information, but it does look like also Koi are very happy to play.
Yeah, they at least find out that the Gecko's
again,
there.
it's exactly the same. They have Shados aggressive initially, just to try and catch anyone. And then they just fall back. And I guess when you have a showstopper as your entry point, my only worry is the orbital strike. Like you're up against an ultimate that is incredibly
as we can see on the minimap,
post-plant scenarios.
Probably.
Could be
Dude, what is the Raze going to do there?
Is going to force them back anyway.
We got a Raze luck at the moment. Minibu's going fast behind them. Yeah. Oh my god, and they had to use the Raze ult.
Camel's completely surrounded. This lurk
They annihilated
is
them.
absolutely gorgeous. It might only
They had the
amount to
luck
one
and
kill,
Raze.
but the play here for Heretics, they cast the net and it has caught its prey. Now they've got to step in. Koi right into the hands of this Heretic side, waiting for some of these plays. In fact, they've just given up lamps at just the wrong moment. Look at the space filled in by Grubinho. He's been impressive, but he won't be this round. And that spray so close, but those last few bullets went awry.
This was sick. This is a whole round based off their reactions.
To eliminate on that attacking side.
If the Gecko's here, they normally go through the TP. That was insane. Maybe they know they like to do that with the Raze ult. Raze ult over towards here, then they like to take TP.
Carry that weapon through to the It's a fair question to ask, Tom. It really is.
Insta knife, 2-pass and push.
Answer to that question. Yeah. I'd love to see Grubinho.
I like this though. It's a strong knife over towards him.
But
they got a fast flank.
Well, he's the backup and he's the first to fall.
Does Boo consider it?
He goes out for more. Okay, Shados equalizes
and Benji's on top of it as well.
Here's the problem. Heretics, you got to deal with Boo and Rian's. They have two big ultimates online. This man in particular, if he's allowed to survive, the orbital strike can come into play, but he doesn't know there's another player.
Yeah, he baited so heavy that they had no idea.
Only Rian's. Trash doesn't find
That's when you're allowed to bait, stuff like that. EU Will with the 14 months. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the prime. Thank you for doing that.
Close the series on Bind.
Patience from Shadow there was
that's when baiting actually
terrified.
I need to consider
this is a huge risk.
Oh my.
Got the perfect weapon
anti-stratting is a thing.
This could be a disaster, but luckily he's not looking the right way.
Yeah, he got timinged a little bit. I mean,
him in time.
They dodged a bullet there.
Expecting them to be, but that is understandable.
If he was looking the right way, they lose their whole team. It's a 50-50, which when you have a better buy is definitely a gamble, but it's worked out for them this time. Post-plant, still looking possible. Woot wanting to try and take the fight, but obviously an outlaw, you kind of want to be holding the angles more so than peeking into them. He's going to send Benji in first. Now they're all coming in from the same position, looking to just play this one as a unit, which could work out for them, but could give opportunities for a couple of these kills to be traded out. The problem is they've lost pretty much all of the ground. A couple of low players. Woot still having to play these close rounds. Actually, orbital strike going to be committed. It will slow them down at least a little bit, but still in a good spot for this retake.
Hold up.
Throwing in all of that utility just to try and delay them a little bit more.
Bro, Benji got 2.
It gets dangerous, and now Woot left.
Benji got 3. He's done it.
He might just have done enough. I think the time's already too far gone. Here's the classic. 3v5.
And Benji manages to get 3. Nice shots from him.